This course was designed to teach you how to use Premiere Pro. However, don't make the mistake of working through the lessons one after the other and thinking that simply passing the course will give you the experience that you need to create videos comparable to Hollywood film producers. We're not saying it can't happen. You'll definitely learn all you need to know about Premiere Pro to set you on your way. Although learning the techniques to creating and editing videos in Premiere Pro doesn't mean you have mastered them. That takes practice. The assignments you find at the end of each lesson should only be the start of your practice. Spend several hours practicing the editing methods you learn in this and other lessons. Start out with for fun projects and really explore how Premiere Pro and your nearly acquired knowledge of it all come together. In other words, take the time to become a master. In this lesson, we're going to learn about selecting clips, grouping clips, about snapping, dragging clips, lift overwrite edits, extract overwrite edits, lift insert edits, extract insert edits, moving clips to a new track, track targeting in the timeline, deleting clips, removing gaps in the timeline, splitting and replacing clips, linking and unlinking clips, syncing clips, and working with interactive markers in the timeline. In order to edit a clip in the timeline, you must select it. It's the same as when you work in Microsoft Word or Excel and you select text or data to edit it. Select a single clip in the timeline and click the clip you want to select. You'll see the border of that clip is highlighted. To select just the audio or video of a clip, Alt-click on a PC and Option-click on a Mac on the audio or video track. Again, the border will be highlighted. Now the video is selected. If you want to select multiple clips, press the Shift key as you click on the clips that you want to select. If you want to select all clips that are in multiple tracks, go to the Tools panel. Select the Track Select tool. Next, click on a clip. All clips and all tracks are selected. You'll see your mouse pointer turn into a double arrow. You can also use this tool to select a single track by pressing Shift-click. Note, your version of Premiere Pro may require you to shift-click in order to select multiple tracks. If your mouse pointer only turns into one arrow when you select the Track Select tool, then you'll need to press Shift-click to select the multiple tracks. You can select multiple clips, then group them together so you can apply edits to all of the clips in the group at once. You can also apply effects to grouped clips. However, you can alter the effects of the clips in the group without ungrouping them and altering the effects on each individual clip. To group clips, select the clips in the timeline, then right-click and select Group. To ungroup tracks, select a clip in the group, then right-click and choose Ungroup. To select clips within a group, Alt-click on the clip that you want to select, or Shift-Alt-click on multiple clips. Snapping is something that happens automatically if it's enabled. It works whenever you drag a clip along a track. The edges of the clip will snap together and align with the content on that and other tracks. This makes it easy to align the edge of a title to the beginning of a clip. To enable snapping, click the Snap button on the timeline. In another lesson, we learned how to drag clips from the Program panel to the timeline. Now we're going to learn how to move a clip on the track by dragging it. Dragging a clip in the timeline is a little more involved than simply dragging a clip from the project panel. This is because you have a few things to consider, such as what happens to the space where the clip used to be. Let's discuss all of this as we talk about dragging clips. When you drag a clip away from one location, it's going to leave a gap. This is called a lift edit. An extract edit is similar to a lift edit, except it closes the gap. There are two ways to perform an extract edit. The first is to mark in and out points and then select the Extract Edit button. The second way is to hold down Alt-Delete on the keyboard. You don't have to mark in and out points to do it this way. An overwrite edit has everything to do with playhead placement. In an overwrite edit, the clip that you have dragged overwrites or replaces the content at the location of the playhead. In other words, if you drag clip A and place it where clip F currently resides, clip A will replace the part of clip F that comes before the playhead. When you do an insert edit, the content is placed where your playhead is. So if your playhead is in the middle of a clip, then the new content will be inserted into the middle of the clip. To do a lift overwrite edit, click on the clip that you want to drag. Next, drag the clip to the location where you want to place it, then release the pointer. There will be a gap left where the clip was originally located. Hold down the Control key and move the mouse over the clip you want to move. Drag the clip, then release the mouse button when you get the clip to the desired location. You can also move clips from one track to another. To do this, click the clip that you want to move. Then drag the clip up or down to the track where you want to place it. If you want to move a clip from one track to the same location on another track, drag the clip upward and above the last video track. Release your mouse. A new track is created using the clip. To target a track, click on the track name to the left of the track. When targeted, it will be a light gray. It's dark gray if it isn't targeted. Targeting tracks allows you to apply edits and more only to the targeted track. To delete a clip on the timeline, select the clip or clips. Right-click, then select Clear. You can also press Delete or Backspace. Note, this will leave a gap in your timeline. As we learned earlier in this lesson, certain types of edits can leave gaps in your timeline. At some point in your video production, you'll want to find those gaps to remove them. To find gaps in the timeline, there are several things you can do. If you want to find gaps before the playhead, go to Sequence, go to Gap, Previous in Sequence. To find gaps after the playhead, go to Sequence, go to Gap, Next in Sequence. To find the next gap in a track, go to Sequence, go to Gap, Next in Track, or go to Sequence, go to Gap, Previous in Track to find the previous gap in a track. Once you found a gap, you can ripple delete the track. First, deselect Sync Lock so the changes are not made to all tracks. Next, select the gap that you want to delete. Right-click on the gap and then choose Ripple Delete. A ripple delete will delete the gap and move all subsequent content to the left. The gap is then closed. If you want to replace one clip in the timeline with another clip, display the frame that you want to use as the replacement on the source monitor. Mark the clip that you'll be inserting as the replacement with in and out points if necessary. Display the clip that you want to replace in the program monitor. Make sure the playhead in the timeline is moved to the frame you want to replace if you want to do a match edit. Right-click on the clip in the timeline and select Replace with Clip, Source Monitor Match Frame. When you choose Match Frame, the clip is inserted from the source monitor. Its location matches the playhead location in the source monitor to the playhead in the timeline and program monitor. When you split clips, you take one clip and turn it into two. Each clip has access to all frames in the source clip. However, they have different in and out points. If you split a clip that has audio and video, both tracks will be split. In addition, you can split multiple clips. We're going to learn how to split clips using the razor tool, as well as with menu commands. To split a clip with the razor tool, click the razor tool in the Tools panel. Your mouse pointer will convert to the razor tool. If you don't want to split both the audio and video tracks for the clip, press Alt to split one or the other. Hover your mouse pointer over the clip you want to split. You'll see a vertical line. Click to split the clip. If you want to split multiple clips, press the Shift key after clicking on the razor tool. Next, hover your mouse pointer over the clip in the timeline. The vertical line will appear over all the clips in all the tracks. Click to split the clips. All clips will be split, not including those with locked tracks, but including those with targeting disabled. To split clips using menu commands, move the playhead to the location where you want to create the split. Go to Sequence, Add Edit. All clips will be split except for those with locked tracks or targeting disabled. Files that contain audio and video are considered linked clips in Premiere Pro. The audio and video stays together if the clip is moved or edited. If you want to unlink the audio and video, select the clip, right-click on it, and then choose Unlink. You can also go to Clip Unlink. To relink the audio and video together, select the audio and video clips. Then right-click and choose Link. You can also go to Clip Link. If your audio and video tracks are out of sync, click an empty space in the timeline so that no clips are selected. Next, select the red timecode counter for either the audio or video track. Right-click and then select Move into Sync if you want to move the track you selected into sync with the other track. With this, a clip could be overwritten by the one that you move. Or Slip into Sync if you don't want to move the clip, but instead want to slip the clip into sync. This can change the content of the clip. There are two categories of markers in Premiere Pro, Comment and Interactive. Comment markers are used to basically make notes for you and your production team as you work on the project. They'll not be a part of the actual video. Interactive markers have a function in the video even after it's created. Interactive markers include chapter markers, web links, and flash cue points. Chapter markers create chapter points for DVDs that are created using Encore. Web link markers add a URL that the video links to when it is played in QuickTime. Flash cue points markers will trigger events when the clips are played in Adobe Flash. We briefly discussed markers earlier in the course when we learned about the source monitor. Now we're going to talk about them in more depth. To add a marker in the timeline, go to the location where you want to add a marker by moving the playhead. Click the marker button. Next, right-click on the marker and select the type of marker that you want to add. We're going to add a chapter marker. Enter the name of the chapter and any comments that you want to add. Click OK. There will be a red chapter marker on the timeline. Note, flash cue points markers are orange, and web link markers are green.